Hey you guys, good to see you again. I'm going to give you the next series of hacks from my new book, Create. The purpose of this series is to up your game as a creative. So if you follow along with these, you're going to continue to expand and add to your toolkit. So be sure to subscribe right now if you haven't done so already. What I want to do is cover a couple of hacks from Chris Burkard. I first interviewed him 10 years ago, and the guy is not only a phenomenal photographer, he's just a great person and a really good teacher of photography and art. So he mentioned a couple of things to me in my interview with him, and I want to go over these with you. He said, so I think it's key to understand that at a certain point you have to figure out what you're passionate about, and you have to foster that. Usually that requires some introspection and some time for reflection, a spirit quest, whatever you want to call it, to understand what makes you you and what drives you. So this is really good advice. You do have to find out what makes you passionate and what drives you. What is that thing that you want to communicate as an artist, as a photographer? And what really brings about that passion? It's going to be different for each person. And as he says, that's something you just have to reflect on. What ignites that internal fire? What gets your juices flowing? Like for me, with advancing your photography, my passion is helping you guys and connecting you with photographers you might not otherwise have that opportunity to talk with, like Chris Burkard. I really do enjoy that, and it's something I'm very passionate about, which is also why I write books. I really like passing along that knowledge and that know-how, not just my own experience, but from what I've gathered from other people. That's my passion. So find that for yourself. Really settle in and discover what it is you're most passionate about. That's going to only take you so far. The next thing that he says is having a good routine, surrounding yourself with positive people or influences, identifying the positive things in your life and the negative, fleshing out your mission statement and what it actually means to you. Wow, that's a lot of stuff in there. Surrounding yourself with positive people and elements as much as you can. You know, there's those people that you leave and you feel worse, or they leave. There's people that you do enjoy in your surroundings that bring a positive influence. Well, obviously you want to gravitate towards them. And fleshing out your mission statement. Google uses 3-word mission statements. You don't necessarily have to limit it to 3 words, but keep it short and to the point. So advancing your photography is a mission statement. Advancing meaning you're continually moving upward. Because it's about you, and obviously photography. I'm now expanding that to advancing your creativity and helping you advance as a creative. But that's my mission statement. You need to work out what your own mission statement is. What is it that you're driving towards? Okay, the third thing that Chris went over here as a hack, you could call it, is to be sure you're using all your senses. And he said, you know, for thousands of years, man has lived outdoors. And really, it's only the last century or so that we've tended to be more and more inside, and frankly, too much inside. So one of the things you want to do is you do want to get out into the environment and use your senses. Where I'm sitting right now, I can see plants, I can hear birds that are going by, I can see what's going on in the environment. There's a butterfly just drifting by here. So you want to get into an environmental situation where you go outside and you look at things and you get that spark of creativity from being around natural environments. It's really important. So you need to get to a place where you're using all those senses. You're finding out what you're passionate about, and that really requires you to experience new things. Get outside. Go try some new things. Chris Burkard is always traveling and doing cool stuff. Well, even in your own neighborhood, you can find cool things to go out and look at. All right, so those are your 3 hacks. I want you guys to work on these. And thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot to me. Stay tuned for the next series. Will you leave your comments down here? I want to know what you want to know more about. And be sure to share the video with your friends. Okay, bring them on board. We want to create a movement here. I really mean that. Be sure to subscribe and remember to get out and capture your own images of life. Shyla. Okay, Shyla, come here. I'll have her come into it. Come here. Shyla, come here. Come here. And thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot to me. You're going to be our mascot, Shyla. Everybody's going to wonder who you are.